So here's my little Mac toolbox. Uh, got this about, I don't know, I want to say 20 years ago. Kind of a funny story about how I come by this. I'll tell you that story. We'll go through the drawers and I'll tell you the story. So about 20 years ago, I was working in a lawnmower shop, bending wrenches. I actually made really good money. Got 50% commission on book time. And I was, fairly young and didn't have a lot of toolboxes. I had plenty of tools, but my toolboxes at that time was a couple of benchtop toolboxes and ammo cans and just, I think maybe an old chest of drawers. Didn't really have a toolbox that was a toolbox that was suitable for using in a shop that you don't own yourself, if you understand what I'm saying. So anyway, I needed a toolbox. So I was working in that shop, and just so happened that my air ratchet had quit. So my old air ratchet had quit, and the Matco tool man, I think his name was Rick Penrod, if I remember right. Anyway, Rick had a 3/8 drive air ratchet in his truck, and I bought a new air ratchet. Of course, the easy payment plan. Oh, it's only $5 a week until you're 117 years old. So I got an air ratchet. My poor wife showed up, and I was humped up working on something, and I had a new air ratchet. Well, she saw it, and she said, hey, honey, that's nice. Whose air ratchet is that? And I said, well, baby, I bought a new air ratchet. Well, she really had no concept of money, what woman does. So she seen that, and she said, how much was this? I said, $180 or $280, whatever it was. And she went ballistic. She throwed the biggest fit, right, man, chewed me up one side and down the other, right in front of God and everybody else that worked there. It was about a 5-man shop, 4-man shop, something like that. She chewed me out. I felt terrible that I had bought an air ratchet to put food on our table and pay the bills. So after all of that, next week I paid off the air ratchet. Rick Penrod come up and he seen that I didn't have a good toolbox, and he had taken this Mac toolbox. This is the 50th anniversary Ford pickup truck toolbox. Not that I'm a big Ford guy, but he had taken it on trade for a Matco toolbox, a bigger one. And this one is about 5 foot tall, 3.5, 4 foot long. But he had traded for a bigger toolbox for somebody. And he said, you need this toolbox. Well, I didn't want the toolbox. I didn't need the toolbox. I needed it, but I couldn't afford it. And I told him as much. And he said, no, it's easy payment plan. Well, I said, I don't want the easy payment plan. I know how the easy payment plan is going to work. I said, come wintertime, I'm going to take a furlough. I'm not going to be able to pay for this thing. We just kind of live at the house in the wintertime. And there's no work, so I always took a furlough with them in the wintertime, and told him as much. Well, any of y'all that bend wrenches for a living know just how persuasive the tool man. Oh, I love these things. Oh, these are nice. These are nice. This is a Molex crimper for crimping up Molex connectors. Love it. But anyway, you know how persuasive they are, how pushy they are. I was gone on a service call out of the store one day when he came, and he put this thing in my bay with a big bow on the front of it. Said, to Cliff, with love, Rick. Well, I figured, okay, I went ahead and put my stuff in it. And I made payments on it for a while. So almost a month later, Mama come up to bring me my dinner. And I wasn't really hiding it from her, but I wasn't really forthcoming, which I do not think that a man should do. Do not do that. But she didn't so much know about this toolbox. So she seen me digging around in the toolbox looking for something. And she said, "That's a nice toolbox. Whose is that?" And just about that time, everybody else in the shop was like cockroaches when you turn on the light. They were just, they was gone. So I stand there all by myself. And I said, "Well, darling," I said, Rick gave me this toolbox. He knows that in the wintertime that we're not going to make the payments." I said, "But he's, he said he'd carry us on it. He said he's not charging me any interest. It's just such and such $100. I think it was about $5,000, about $3,000 because it was used." But, I told her, I said, "Rick's not going to, get very excited this winter when I can't pay for it." She said, "Well, okay, that's nice. You needed a new toolbox anyway." And that was all that was said about it. Okay, she throwed a huge fit over $180 air ratchet that I needed, but said absolutely nothing mean about a multi-$1,000 toolbox that I could have lived without. So anyway, that's the story of my 50th anniversary Mac Tools Toolbox. 50th Ford anniversary Mac Tools Toolbox. So, hope you all enjoyed the little story. Hope you all drive safe. Watch for deer.
And watch for deer. That's what I was doing. I was just sitting on the